The PMI-ACP exam. The exam has 120 questions in total. The time given to you will be 3 hours or 180 minutes. Hence, for every question, you will get 90 seconds or 1.5 minutes. 120 questions, 180 minutes. So when you divide, you are going to get 1.5 minutes for every question. In other words, when you are solving the questions, have your speed up to the limit. Out of 120 questions, 100 questions will be scored and 20 will be unscored, and this is represented in this table shown. Number of scored questions 100, number of unscored questions 20, total number of questions 120. Total exam duration is 3 hours or 180 minutes. Now these 20 questions which are unscored are not considered for your valuation or the evaluation with respect to the exam. They are included to check the validity, difficulty, etc. of the PMI-ACP questions, which are taken from a question bank. So they are checking whether the question standard has gone up or gone down, and these 20 unscored questions will be used for that purpose. But for you as an exam taker, there is no way to distinguish between scored questions and unscored questions. In other words, you as an exam taker take the 120 questions as a single one question set. So go with the mindset of 120 questions with 180 minutes as your time, because you don't know what are the scored and unscored questions. Both computer-based testing CBT and online proctor testing or OPT are allowed for the PMI-ACP exam. There are no questions which will be negative marked. In other words, there won't be any negative marking. Hence attempt all 120 questions, because there is no negative marking. So why not attempt all the 120 questions? I would definitely suggest you ensure that you attempt all the 120 questions. Each domain will be given a rating on your test score along with the main report of pass or fail. There are 4 performance rating categories for the 7 performance domains. So we have 7 performance domain. For every domain you will be getting a performance rating category. The performance rating category are 4. One is above target, another is target, next one is below target, and fourth one is needs improvement. Primary sources of questions for the exam are from the PMI's Agile Practice Guide. This is one of the recommended references, and I would definitely suggest that you go through this guide. It is a small guide and you can go through. Other 11 reference books which no one can completely read. Imagine reading 11 reference books. Can you do that? It is very difficult to do it. So this course consolidates all the 11 reference books and also the Agile Practice Guide, or in short as I call it, the APG. So these are the 4 performance rating categories. As I said some time before, for every domain you will be rated. One is above target, which is telling you your performance exceeds the minimum requirements for this exam. Target, your performance meets the minimum requirements for this exam. Below target, your performance is slightly below target and fails to meet the minimum requirements for this exam. Additional preparation is recommended before re-examination. Needs improvement, your performance is far below target and fails to meet the minimum requirements for this exam. Additional preparation is strongly recommended before re-examination. So as you can see, if your rating is falling under above target and target, that means you have passed the exam. If your rating for the domains are falling as below target or needs improvement, that means you have failed the exam. Now the targets are expressed in ranges. It helps you to see how you scored in the exam with respect to the performance domains. So ranges, in a sense, there will be a horizontal bar and they would have divided one into pass zone, another into fail zone. And in the pass zone they would have put some markers, in the fail zone they would have put some markers, which you are going to see in the next video.